Hey, what's up guys, this is AndreOther here, bringing you guys another video. And in this video I'm going to show you guys how I made a Pierre Bourne / CardoGotWangs type beat. Let's get into it. Alright, so we started this beat off with this sample that I actually found on Splice. And this sample is a really kind of atmospheric, kind of abstract kind of sample. It doesn't really have a distinct kind of melody to it, but I thought it kind of gave me some of those vibes that I got when I listened to Wild Adventures. I think a lot of the beats, a lot of the melodies on that project are really kind of atmospheric and really chill and really kind of abstract, and that's the vibe that I got from this melody. The only thing I really did to it was equalize it, so I took out a lot of the low frequencies, so that way when I added my own drums, my own kicks and my own 808s and stuff, none of the low end frequencies would kind of interfere with the 808s and the kicks that I wanted to add to it. I also reversed it and I also pitched it down. So I pitched it down because I just liked a different pitch with this sample, and I also reversed it as well just to give it more of that kind of abstract, kind of even psychedelic kind of effect, which normally happens when you kind of reverse a sample. So yeah, I liked how the sample sounded in the end, and it sounded like this. So after that, after we finished messing around with the sample and we established our main melody, I then moved on to the drums. And as usual, I normally start my drums off with some claps or some snares. So I found these claps that I really like. This is kind of my go-to clap whenever I make a beat. So I found this clap, it sounded really good with the main melody. So I just put in this very simple clap pattern that sounded like this. So everything together should sound like this. So after that, we then moved on to some close hats. Some people call them hi-hats, I call them close hats. And I just went for some trap kind of sounding close hats, which I normally do on most of my beats. And yeah, so I just found this close hat that I really liked. It kind of matched the vibe of the beat. And I came up with this very, very simple, basic close hat pattern. And when you hear everything play together, it should sound like this. So after that, we then moved on to some open hats, and again I found like a trap kind of sounding open hat, and I played this very simple open hat pattern just to complement the claps and just to add a different dynamic to the drums, and it just sounds like this. And when you hear that with everything else, it should sound like this. So after that, I then moved on to some 808s. So I found some 808s that were really punchy and kind of had a distorted kind of sound to it. I then added some distortion to it as well, just to kind of accentuate that kind of distorted kind of sound that I was going for. But yeah, I just put in this very simple 808 bass line that really matched the main melody, and it sounded like this. And then when you play that with the rest of the beat, everything should sound like this. So after that, we then moved on to the kicks. So I then found this kind of flat but punchy sounding kick that I really liked. I didn't want to find a kick with too much low end because I wanted to match the kick pattern with the 808 pattern. So what I did was I pretty much copied the same pattern that the 808s were in, and I pretty much used that same pattern with the kicks, so that way the kicks would hit when the 808s hit. So then I can have a kind of 808 and kick kind of combo with them kind of hitting at the same time. So that's kind of what I got in the end, and the kicks ended up sounding like this. So everything together should sound like this. So So that was pretty much it, guys. That was every single component there was to this beat, and that was the whole process that went into making this beat. The only thing I had to do after that was structure the beat, and that's exactly what I did. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video though, please click the like button down below and subscribe for more, because I have way more videos like this coming out every single week. And if you guys want to purchase any beats, including the beat used in this video, please go to AndreOther.beatstars.com. and if you guys want, you can follow me on Twitter and you can follow me on Instagram for all the latest updates. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.